Hello. Now I'm gonna remember where we are. We have we have had
This found aids the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seat in fact enclosed the rusty old.
we've had a chat with Kim about before we speak to Joyce.
The woman looks at nothing. A lorry stuck in the windows are fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of food.
He was acting tough before. This definitely scared him a little. You being here.
Right. Review. I'll try Alice again on the way back. And we need to do something about Titus. So Titus seems to be the next key. Cool. 2 points to spend. How are we doing on internalizing things? So I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I know that I have conversations. So if we start from the top, we have conversations. With Manana and then Titus.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Right, I best get this done before people who can meddle with my decisions turn up.
What's that, boy?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
See, with perfect equanimity. He's just like...
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Gran.
narrows one eye at you.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
What I'm trying to say is I'm looking for communists, you know.
Now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Just a moment, someone is wrong on the internet.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
Aha.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting. I'm not hunting communists. I'm trying to get organised by them. On a sort of quest to develop my political potential. I need their help. Honestly, I had a weird dream, and now I need to get to the bottom of it. I'm not hunting communists. I'm trying to get organised by them.
Oh, I see. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I know you said you're not really a communist, but aren't you actually
Maybe,
a communist?
maybe not. Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
Blazing his own trail, being his own man. Not exactly your typical communist spiel. Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
What's an ideologo?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly
Theory combat! How did you meet
It
him?
was late one night as I was leaving the army. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket, classic Saramirizian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Hang on. What does that mean, the extra physical branches of communism?
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
Will you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, how do I find this
I
guy?
couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Martinaise." And then he was gone.
Oh, Dobrava and Martinaise.
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Good talking to you, good around. Yeah, that wasn't a disaster.
Right to work!
See if Twatface has got anything else to say.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Sure fucking is. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our area. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my word.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Ressis told her where her cabin is. He only searched it. No trouble, she's gonna be fine. It's gonna be an investigation. Oh man, I can't disclose this facts for investigation. Ressis told us where her cabin was, we only searched
Still
it.
better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who tell on her. But is she in trouble?
Sorry, man, I can't disclose the facts of an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
I don't need to do anything the police aren't looking
Yeah,
at.
maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes?
Oh, you
anyway?
know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why Tommy Lahom?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Alright, I had another
The
question
man
actually.
taps his fingers rhythmically.
Not for now. Bye.
Now it's turning into a...
Alright, so Hardy Boys time. What do I need for this? I think it's authority I'm gonna need.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men,
Nice.
swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around
Oh,
here. Must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
you got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got so drunk, I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. Oh, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. Well, these are all good. No, I got so drunk I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you. Oh, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. A beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to... I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off like instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinaise was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Fix the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She's almost been raped. Needs counselling. Talk to
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Didn't take out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Miss Orangey Disco Dancer?
Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
Oh, fuck. I probably knew I was probably going to need exposure coming in. This, so time for it to go wrong. I have to come back to this one.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Remember what I said. Freight.
Right, we can't really afford to fuck this one up, I think. Let's see if we can get through this. Oh, we need both high authority and high savoir-faire.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
A witness isn't
Well,
local.
Let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Witness sent. The hanging went down very quietly. Shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Well,
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
a witness said he saw two people of Arapagite descent, one mess.
Arapagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there.
Witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Actually nothing.
Great witness.
Must be really parched because he takes a giant gulp of beer.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, do the honour. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it?
It's disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off poisoning your own people. Just diverted the flow to Jamrock. Our problem.
We haven't done anything. But theoretically, it has to be someone's problem. So it might as well be yours.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have...
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? I was sorta gonna get my brewski on.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing, she runs the thing,
My
right?
answer is... fuck off.
Takes a step
Mind
closer.
your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
Size.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Starting from the sitting across, he spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project, and then the emblem on his vest said in the far corner, standard working boot, size 41. In the middle, in conclusion, these exactly.
What the fuck is with you, fella?
Right, so that's working well. But we need to go on with some composure. Which we have failed on in the past, and we are also low on morale. So that's something we need to do something about. Let's improve composure. Yeah. Let's think about this a bit more. What's losing our composure? That levels out our composure. Don't we do anything more?
It's the ledger you found. Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs, and 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawing. It's slightly.
Now let's find out what happens when we do that.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Without resistance, the words just crossed your mind. Who do you think? You. It's slightly, ever so slightly,
Alright. Can we get through this, or we're gonna have to come back?
It's you again. What is it?
Hello!
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind. Did you already try the gun thing? You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done
Oh, I've got to
nothing
talk to
wrong.
Kuno.
All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
Kylie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit. Sure there is. Kylie said they're bulk purchasing confetti. Ribbons
This
too,
just goes really badly.
and loudspeakers. And fireworks. Kylie works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It will make you look awful.
Yeah, that could go so very, very badly. Let's go back there. Put on some less targeted clothing. Come back to this later. We're gonna need a lot more. Uh, chat with this chap here.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
I'll do nicely.
Hi again, gendarme.
Composure.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Yeah? Oh, you missed the thing. Don't worry about it.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
I'm not bringing it up. Let it go. I feel like we probably shouldn't bring this up.
Hmm?
Yeah. Might do an hour or two. There's going to be an actual audience. I should probably get my shit together. I'm being quite casual. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room is right upstairs. I'm here to drink myself into oblivion. Still, you punt a couple of people this way. It could be fun. Certainly makes answering questions a lot easier. Not easier, more fun. But yeah, I mean, I haven't stayed up late really, just for myself for a while now, so I might just go and do myself a tea now. I feel like doing a chunk of this game. It's on the brew. Oh yeah, yeah. I noticed that, and I was like, hmm. But yeah, I am not going to market myself on stream. Oh, what shall we say to this dude? I don't live here anymore. This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. And I am.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He raises a glass to you. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Uh-huh. The Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
He alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the
Sure.
information.
Anything else on your mind? Admiring the
Yeah.
atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go wherever life takes me.
Maybe you should figure it out, detective.
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
Small smile adorns his face. You were right, he was magical. Magically bureaucratic. Didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust government. I'm with you on that. Magically. You're right, he was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return. To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Smiles. Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about... I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
That's it.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
Yep. Just wandered over to have a chat. We get on quite well because we got her husband back. Who's this guy? He's a bit Steve Irving.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
She's a genuinely lovely person. Did you know Gary was hiding the
Hell
armor?
no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Now, I have another job in here. Once I got my cuppa. Garte needs convincing that us singing karaoke here, which I intend to do this very evening. Maybe not on this stream, but in this very evening in this this game day. He's not a fan of the idea, but we're going to persuade him. And then I've got a couple of things to do, or a couple of threads to pull. I'm not quite sure what to do next. Oh, I won't. It's been quite difficult, but I'm actually glad you haven't seen them. You weren't watching my stream when I found those various things, because that would spoil sort of two big mysteries in the game for you. Neither of them are like painfully difficult, is what I'm going to say, but it is a matter of just looking in the right place. So it's a bit Monkey Island. Like, you're not missing anything, but also with your audience, it takes you about four times longer to do any conversational tree than with me, even counting for me getting up and like getting cups of tea all the time, because you're letting everybody get a vote in and describing what's going on and so on. So yeah, it will take a while, but you'll get there. Right, let's talk to Garte.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing in that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Like, fucking didn't. Garte, I need to sing karaoke now. Oh, we need to do this in the evening when we actually intend to do it.
Again? I can't.
Right, they will have a purpose at some point. So let's have a look at the task list. We have some challenges we can redo, which are on our way elsewhere. Yeah, let's have a look at. We need to speak to Kuno. We're going to go up to see Kuno. And head towards Joyce and then head down. Right. Yeah, so Joyce is the next thread. But firstly, Kuno. So, I know that we need to speak to her and what she is, but largely because I cheated and reloaded. My ultimate goal is, let's have a look. I'm going to have to level up my authority quite a bit. And/or get some armor. Some extra clothing that helps.
Does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about? Now hold on. No one is lame here, just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. Alright, dice roll. What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't.
I'm off. Suddenly a scuttling sound that either wasn't there before or I didn't notice before. You hear that?
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Oh Christ, yeah, it is, look.
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Was it like this when you first go in there? Sorry, if you as in when you get into this shack, which is a thing that happens eventually, check if it's already got the termite mounds in it.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being so sarcastic, Kim. Yes, precisely. That's what I was thinking. I love Kim. I love Kim a great deal, but he's a sarky bastard. Overruled.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
You think the Interludium Phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment.
You should talk to Kuno about this game.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Let's save up.
Fuck does Kuno care?
No, you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Says slowly meeting your gaze with sullen defiance.
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it would be the Phasmid that ate the locust, not you, Kuno. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. Why steal locusts? Can find some other pets. Boats.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Whoa, Kuno, that's pretty eloquent for you.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
That's why you were talking about Night City earlier, Luke. You know.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you? Some kind of artist now? Okay, let's go with it. Hang on a second. Got a bit of a problem here. Here we go. What are you, kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Ah, we have found a source of pride. Maybe I am, he says. Straight in the eye.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I. God, making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. You should listen to your friend Kuno. Art's lame as hell. Kuno expressing individuality should be encouraged. Glad you agree. Making art is worthy. A worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tears at the buttons of his shirt trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Me and Kuno discuss this. I promise I won't do that. Or just say nothing. Whoop, heavy conversation. Choose wisely. $50-50. Where's me dice? 1 to 3 is 2. 6, 3. Say nothing.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologist is trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? What's going to happen to the locusts? Or to Jack?
don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno is finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean? What's going to happen to the locusts? Nod towards the shack. Okay, that's settled. I bet be off. 2 or 3. I want to ask that too. I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Turns his burning face up to the falling snow.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts? Nod towards the shack.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Oh dear. Okay, now that's settled, I better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
Shall we tell him? Leave it. The Insulindian phasmid. What's this to
He
himself?
recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding. There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with good call, Pigmeister? Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno gets it from his problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Says very confidently. Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Half a gram?
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not?
That's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there on guns blazing to get that speed because I need it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie, you need speed. I'm not going in there. Alright, are we going in there or not? Roll. Going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. police violence style, Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Jeez. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Which is what I actually intend to do. Right. Right, we can try pressing a net again, why not? We're both going past there. Right. Okay, so let's get our best composure gear on. I think we're already set up, yeah. Save up.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
She shivers as one falls on her nose. Probably not, really. Need a bit of Motrix. Hopefully we can do this time.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks wary.
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. You can show them to me. Actually, I'd rather not deduce anything. Every time I deduce, people get hurt. Okay. 1 to 3 is 1, and 4, 6 is 2. 2. You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
I'm going to go with it's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails?
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
He shoots you a suspicious glance. Yes, there are a few other hints. It's super simple for a detective such as myself. There are a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I've got a few reasons in mind. I think so. Fine. Do better. Deduce something about me. For anyone joining us, for quite a few of these interactions, I will stick a vote up on the screen so that you can choose, and occasionally ask for help changing my character's stats. And if we get a deadlock like this, I have a little dice. Overall, in this case 50-50, so 1 to 3, 1, and 4 to 6 is 2. And yeah, it's my game, so I get to exercise the power of veto if I don't really like how things are going. But in this case, it's 2, so 1. Once more, I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I've got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers, child labour and dismal working conditions. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. It's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. These are all terrible reasons. But the most likely one, well, vote and let me know what you think. Yeah, 2 is a nice communist one, isn't it? 50-50. Yeah, okay, we'll go with it. It's a game, so. You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. I hope this entertained you. Actually, I'm just going to veto that one. I'm going to say, I hope this entertained you. I don't want to say.
It was okay, sir.
You still got rebellious streak.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Okay, we're going to do that. You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
She snaps back quickly.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? Yeah, about that. Maybe you could point me towards some booze. And I'm having a grand time. I'm also sad and my head hurts. Actually, ignore the vote. If there's a wait option, it gives you more information. So I'm going to go with that.
Because you usually aren't.
Right, yeah, and about that, maybe you could point me towards some booze, and I'm having a grand time. Oh, it's definitely about booze. Yeah, about that, maybe you could point me towards some booze, and I'm having a grand time, in reference to being sober. I'm also sad and my head hurts. Illicit I'm not going to ask a kid where I can find some booze. I can either make out that I'm having a grand time or be honest with them. One more go. Shall we be honest with them? 2 or 3? Or tell them that being sober is great? I don't want to. She's already having a shit time. She doesn't need my problems. I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
She rubs her red nose.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
Oh, so. We're just going through our clothes, because clothes change various stats. And in this case, we're trying to find out if a pair of shoes or a bow tie or something will make it better at suggestion. I think there's only one item I've got which is as suggestion that I am now wearing it. So just check that we're not wearing anything that impairs suggestion. Check my board of shame. Yeah. There we go. That's as much as I got. So let's give that a go.
Detective, are you here for more books?
So here's where we change stats. So click on this, you choose one stat to increase and one to reduce, and you've got to do both. And the one I will need is Psych. Or Psyche. Rather. I have a friend who's very specific about the correct pronunciation of that. The name. This pops up the thing by one for 30 seconds. And go.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me. We've met before. I'm going to go for that.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
She sways back and forth on her feet.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I doubt that. What do you mean better? I look like shit. Thanks, I'm trying. Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realises something. Party eyes.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Was it the thought?
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
So why didn't you tell me what you knew? Tell me you knew me to begin with. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today. Shall we ask her, or just move on? Okay. Okay. I rolled the dice, it came up one anyway, so...
I didn't know I had to do that.
Well, that's a fair response. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Ah, made her happy. That's good. Now, down here, there is another composure check. So let's just check we are... yeah, we need to put our... composure outfit on, which looks well composed, right? It seems to be mostly how you find out sort of Composure seems to give you information about people based on how they hold themselves or so on.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
Uh-huh. Right, so let's get the Motrix up again.
As Rene turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his
I'm
chest
doing well on
rattle
rolls
in
today.
the air. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Right, let's look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in Suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I.
Look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
I think I may have lost my bots.
The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
Croix de Bravoure and the setting sun. You get them for
bravery.
Interject.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
That's what I was going to say. Bravery. Not for killing babies or, not for raping women or, for bravery? Question mark. Free choice. Bravery. Question mark.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling. Listen, Renee, I might want to hear that story later, but right now I have more important things to discuss. We don't, so let's ask about Saved a Princeling.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frizzle thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
The old carabinier runs his fingers over the larger medal.
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
I can imagine the asininity.
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
No, it is not.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a blood path. Path? Okay. Pretty damn clever indeed. Bastards, slowly shake your head. Let's go with one.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw.
Bloody hell.
Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Okay, then what did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnaud, le fléau des chevaux.
Ooh, someone who needs banned.
The bane of horses.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
That's no dink, that's a fighter. I'd give up. I can't imagine living without your jaw. My jaw, touch your jaw. This would never happen to Johnny. Lord Jaw, point to your jaw. My jaw is tight. I've been through worse. Boat? I think I'm not going to go for this would never happen to Johnny Lawjaw. Right, none of these are particularly appealing. I give up. I can't imagine living without my jaw. Touch your jaw.
He didn't. I hoisted the prick on my back and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frissel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Rene.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Hold on. You're just a little bit proud of Rene's heroics, aren't you? Quite impressive. It's men like Rene who made Revachol great once. I'm not impressed. All those heroics, and where is he now? No, you've got to play to win. Look after you first. This doesn't seem like a good moment to express an opinion. Lean closer. I don't want to risk it. Hold on, you're just a little bit proud of your own heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like René himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
Quite impressive. It's men like René made Revachol once. I'm not impressed, all those heroics, and where is he now? Oh, you got to play to win and look after you. I'm going to go with 3. I don't agree with it, 1 or 2. Doesn't seem like a good moment to express an opponent. I don't want to risk it.
Bon Dieu. You and Gaston must be related. His blood runs yellow too.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, René.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
We'll come back to that, because we can drama it up big time. In fact, may well be no time like the present. We got some... Do you like my kimono? Well, that just about counteracts me chucking their ball in the sea. Yep. Don't I look amazing? I'll save this up. That scares me. I've never talked directly to this guy.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Bye for now. Right, we've got a conversation to have with him, which I've completely failed to do the entire game.
Vigilance officer? What
there we
can
go.
this old carabinier do for you?
Bang up the intellect, please. And that'll make it about as good as it's going to get. I'll probably roll double ones again. Happens a lot when I'm overconfident. Let's do it.
Go long, go deep, go unconventional.
The story doesn't have gunfire, blood, or spilled guts, but let me give you a different take on heroism.
Sure, officer. Let's hear your take.
Imagine just flickering into existence from nothingness.
I'm not following you.
He'll get it. Don't worry. Just continue. He's gonna be impressed.
Imagine knowing nothing but the sweet oblivion, only to wake into unbelievable pain. Imagine waking up with a terrible headache. We're gonna have to go with one.
The man stares at you, silently frowning. Doesn't look like he's imagining it.
Right. Right when you were willing to do just about everything to make it stop, you open your eyelids. Now realise your mind. Everything that was you is gone. And realise that the man body with you in it is just a husk now, all memories erased. And realise you've pushed yourself too far, past the point of no return. Well, there's 1 or 3 for me, I think. Nice time. And realise you push yourself too far, past the point of no return.
You're talking about getting blackout shit-faced drunk and going into delirium, right?
He asks impatiently.
The lieutenant looks up from his notes and nods to the old carabiner.
I'm talking about so much more than that. Well, drag out the pause. In essence, yes. How dare you belittle my voyage through the void? Let's go with it.
Was the vessel you boarded the HMS Commodore Red?
The name echoes through the deep, dark halls of history. It calls to you and your kin.
Okay, I admit it. I got so drunk I forgot even who I am. No, I have found the source of the flow. I have found Al Ghul. Tea. Okay, I admit it. I got so drunk I forgot even who I am.
And I thought getting my knee shattered and surviving on rat carcasses in the trench was bad. Here, have one of my medals. You've earned it, officer.
Kim, should I take it? Thank you, Rennie. I'm honoured. Reach out your hand. I don't deserve this. Don't take the medal. This was a bad idea from the start, was it? Kim, should I take it?
Of course not.
I don't deserve this. Don't take the medal.
Can we get back to our game now?
He mumbled. You certainly had me fooled.
Thank you for your time.
Tremble. The time is now. Ta'ola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Ta'ola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Ta'ola. What is that?
Ulogu Theodos. Xino Zausin. Ipoli Osithian. Echondes Fronisin.
Wait. When did this countdown begin?
Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you mocked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism? I'm a little afraid. I do think the world might end soon. Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
Fair enough. I'm a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover.
Right, shall we take it? It will provoke a thought, which we can probably choose to do or not. I don't know if they affect each other. So if we have some thoughts, we can't have others. Well, that option would be great if we hadn't already chosen it. I'm going to take it. I do think the world might end soon.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Cop of the apocalypse. I'm all kinds of cop at the moment. Alright. We have a lot of free checks. Alright, since we're here, oh, we're going to have a further conversation with dude down here.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinaise knows the Clare brother.
Oh yeah, we knew this.
I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Everard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
His eyes fixed on the bulls in the crater.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinaise and how things are and how they could be. Everard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I do little things for Everard myself. Nothing wrong with that. I do little things for Everard too. I feel terrible about it. Let's stay on track here, guys.
On the Union track.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
So you are a weather vane?
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Has a better ring to hit, don't you think?
Mon Dieu.
The Cabernet closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time. Sure, officer. No.
Bye for now. Oh, pardon me. Welcome back. I think it might be wrapping up time soon. I've had my jab today and getting a little bit of a headache. That could just be tiredness. There's one thing I'm going to try before we wrap up. I think it may be time to drink many, many pints of water and tuck myself up in bed. See how I feel. So, time to physic ourselves up a bit. Actually, yeah, that's about it, isn't it? Got +2. Yeah. It looks so cool.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
What? The frog visor is not enough. High performance weightlifting gloves. Well, that was obvious. Right, give me a bit of physique, please.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Say nothing.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Ow. Gonna have to find something to sort out my morale soon, or that could kill me. Alright, let's leave it there. I am beginning to get quite achy and headachy. Hopefully that's going to be the worst of it. We shall find out tomorrow. Thank you for dropping in if you're new, and Guy, always good to see you. And